So here is the bundt cake in all its glory. Hello and welcome to this vlog all the way from New York. So I got here last night about 6 p.m, flew in from Manchester, and yeah, I'm here for a week. My flight was good. I flew with Virgin Atlantic, and yeah, there was lots of yummy gluten-free food actually. I was really impressed. And honestly, I thought I might be a bit bored travelling by myself or a bit nervous, but there was so much food that was being served that there wasn't literally any time to get bored or nervous or anything. I had a yummy chicken meal to start off with, and some great cheese, crackers, a nice pudding. I'll put some pictures on screen so you can see what I had. Then there was teas and coffees, drinks. I was in premium economy, which I haven't been in before, but I really was impressed with the amount of food on offer and how you could just keep having drinks. So yeah. Oh, and then there was an afternoon tea, which was exciting. So obviously it's not quite the same being gluten-free. They gave me half a kind of vegetable wrap, which that was the only thing I'd say that wasn't as good, because it was just, you know what gluten-free wraps can be like, just not very exciting, and the inside wasn't exciting either. But they did give me a really nice gluten-free scone and jam and clotted cream and another cup of tea in a proper mug, so I enjoyed that. And then by the time I got a taxi to my hotel, I'm staying in the East Village, which I've been really enjoying so far. But yeah, by the time I got here, I was exhausted, because I think, UK time at that point would have been well past midnight. So yeah, I didn't actually go out and get more food like I was planning to do, because I just needed sleep. But that did then mean I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, so I am probably going to crash at some point. But today I've had a really fun day. It started by me going to check out 12 Matcha, which is meant to be the cool, kind of latest and best place in New York for matcha. And I heard that there's really long lines there. So because I was up so early, I was there before it opened at 9 a.m. It was pouring with rain. I almost didn't get there because I didn't have a coat, and I was just there with my umbrella trying to survive this torrential downpour. And yeah, sheltered for a little bit in CVS looking at the gluten-free snacks, but I was like, no, we need to do this. And then I got there and it was worth the wait, because yeah, you did have to stand in line, but it soon opened and the queue moved quite quickly. And then I'll put some pictures on screen, but it was just beautiful inside. Everything about it, you could tell, was just so well thought through, and the process for actually making the matcha is so beautiful, and they take it so seriously, even to the point of purifying the water in these special, not cauldrons, but I'll show you the pictures. And then, as I say, pouring with rain, so I had to do a little bit of shopping. So I went to get a waterproof coat. Today's actually the only day where it's meant to be fully raining, but I did want to get a new coat anyway, for back in the UK. So I got this one from the North Face, which I really like the colour of. Nice and cheerful. I've just got back from Modern Bread and Bagel, which has really been top of my list of places to visit in New York for as long as I've been gluten-free, I would say. I've been to New York twice before, but this is the first time being here since being diagnosed celiac. Honestly, it lived up to my expectations and beyond. It's probably the best place I've ever seen in terms of gluten-free. So many bagels, so many different types of the bagel bread itself. I had an everything bagel with, I think it was avo and smoke it was called. So it was avocado, I think there were capers, tomato, I said avocado, smoked salmon. Just so nice. The bagel tasted so good, didn't taste gluten-free at all. Everything in there's gluten-free. They've got the biggest menu you could ever imagine of things to pick from, and I was really overwhelmed, so I didn't actually end up picking one of the ones that had egg in. So I do need to go back and have another one, or maybe one every day. I'm quite close by, which was intentional when I booked my accommodation. So yeah, it was just overwhelming, and I was then seeing all these cakes and it was all happening. So I am now back at my hotel, and this is what I brought with me, which is, this is from Modern Bread and Bagel. This is a chocolate cookie bundt cake, and I've just got myself some hot water and milk from downstairs so that I can make a cup of tea using my decaf tea bags, which I brought with me, like a stereotypical English person. So here is the bundt cake in all its glory, but there were so many things to pick from. So cookies, things with, I think it was like a raspberry style donut. Yeah, it just looks amazing. First impression, lovely, like squidge to this, so not too hard. Oh, it just smells amazing. I wonder if that's, wow, that smells so chocolatey. I almost wondered if it had a crumbled Oreo on it, but I don't think it is. Oh wow. Wow. I need to take a picture. Honestly, I've been capturing everything for Instagram as well as my YouTube. Is just a lot. Oh, so good. Yeah, it's so soft and spongy inside. I think so many gluten-free things end up being rock solid, or you can tell that they've been made with loads of preservatives, whereas this tastes really so soft and fresh. And the chocolate on top's lovely. Proper American chocolate. I've not had anything like this. Oh my goodness. I've only been here one day and I've already eaten so much. But, well, not that much, but just everything has been 20 out of 10. Yeah, it just tastes so fresh and so good in terms of the ingredients. Oh my goodness, I'm getting this everywhere. And then later today, I'm going to go and meet up with my friend Jessica, who I've come to visit. So I've travelled here by myself. But Jessica is my friend who's from New York. And I think she's always lived in New York. But we met years ago when we both used to live in France. We worked as high school assistants when we were back studying French. And yeah, we were both in Bordeaux. And this was in my pre-gluten-free days, so we were just spending all our time eating croissants and amazing salads and sitting in cafes having a lovely time. We only had to work 12-hour weeks, so yeah, good times. evening and I am tired. Today I went for a lovely walk around Fort Tryon Park. Can't remember the name, but it's a beautiful park up north that looks out towards New Jersey. But yeah, I'd say it's definitely one to check out because me and my friend Jessica were on the way to Central Park and then we just had a change of heart because I mentioned I'd watched Better Feed Phil and he goes to that park in one of his episodes, and yeah, it was really beautiful. But I have run out of energy and I was looking for a tasty option nearby where I am in East Village, and I have discovered, thanks to Instagram, this bowl New York City. So I think it's just called this bowl. I've bought an amazing miso chicken bowl which has got avocado. I picked sushi rice because you can pick which base you want, so sushi rice, brown rice. Then it's got chicken, some kind of miso vinaigrette, cabbage, kale, I think, cucumber, chicken obviously, avocado, and it should have also had candied cashews, but they did say that's one of the few ingredients that is made in a place that contains gluten. So even though their kitchen is gluten free, they just have to sort of let you know that disclaimer. So the server recommended that I take them off, which I did, but I do love a cashew, so I'm a little bit disappointed. Super fresh and tasty. It's just something that I need. I had a sweet treat earlier from the Posh Pop Bake Shop, which was nice, but it was a little bit too sugary and sweet for me. So I just feel in need of some wholesome ingredients to revive me and give me energy for tomorrow. And I think this is going to do the trick. So I'm going to watch some YouTube, rest my feet, and shortly go to sleep. See you tomorrow.